Today we are going to be creating dandelions with a rainbow sunrise. To start off, we're going to start with our black crayon. We're going to create 3 dandelions. We're going to create 3 curved lines as the stem of our dandelions. Once we've done that, we're going to start to make the seeds of our dandelions, creating diagonal lines in a circular motion. As we're creating them, you can have some that are different sizes. Once I've made a nice circle with diagonal lines, I'm going to put circles on top of those. That's going to be the seeds on the dandelions. I'll then go back in and add some smaller dandelions on the circle so it looks like it has more depth. So it looks like it's making it more spherical and that our dandelion has form. Form is one of our art words for this month. Once I've done one, I'm going to start working on the second one, doing the same thing, creating diagonal lines in a circular motion, adding circles for the seeds, and then I'll go back in and add some smaller lines so it looks more round, like it has form, like it's 3D. Then I repeat the process on the third dandelion. Making some that are smaller and adding those circular seeds. Don't forget to go inside and add some smaller lines. Once you finish that, you're going to have some seeds that are flying away because dandelion seeds have a tendency to blow in the wind so they can make more dandelions. To make the seeds, I'm making some lines that have a circle on the end and some that just have 3 lines, kind of like a fork shape, or you could say a letter E, or even a W. Just all depends on how you're looking at it. Once I have that drawn, this is where you would stop and watch the video for our sky color books. Once I've watched the Sky Color book by Peter Reynolds, then we're going to start to watercolor. When we watercolor, we're not pressing down into the watercolors, we're adding water to our paintbrush and starting to place the water on the watercolors and adding that water into the paints. Remember, we're not wanting it to be just one color, we're wanting it to be a rainbow of colors, just like in the Sky Color book. I've added some blue, I've added some red, and you'll notice as I'm placing them near each other, they start to mix and make other colors, like the yellow next to the blue makes it green, the blue next to the red will start to make a purple, and I'm filling my page with my primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and then I'm also starting to blend and mix some of those secondary colors like orange and then purple into my sky. I'm doing this very watery because the more water you have, the more paint you have. Plus it's going to also allow for our salt technique that we're going to show in a bit, where once we finish watercoloring, it'll give it a really cool texture. So we add lots of water. Once you finish watercoloring, you're going to add salt to it. We don't want to put a lot of salt, it's just sprinkling a little pinch of salt onto it. So what you do is you get a pinch of salt in your hand, and you just kind of sprinkle it on top. We're not adding a lot, just a little bit of salt. A little bit of salt goes a long way in this watercolor technique. So what it's doing is absorbing some of the watercolor paint, and then it's going to make these really cool starburst in the sky. It doesn't do it right away. I have a time-lapse video. You can see how it absorbs the water and it allows it to have texture.